Hi, we wanted to talk to you about what to do when you find neonates outside. There's a lot of people who panic when they see neonates and they want to immediately grab them and bring them in here to us, which is great. We would much prefer you to bring them to a shelter when you find them out in the public. What we don't want you to do is take them away from mom. So we want people to spend some time, look for mom, make sure that mom's not out there taking care of them. A lot of times when we take these guys away from mom, like these two were removed from their mother as well as the siblings, it's very rough for them. While we can duplicate a lot of things that mom does, we are not the same as mom. So we can provide food, we can provide warmth, we can give love, but they know what mom smells like, they know what mom sounds like. It's always best for them to remain with their mother. So what we always encourage people to do is if you're unsure if mom is visiting, to put some flour around the babies. You would just put them in a wide circle. I see these guys are a little bit active, and so you want to make sure it's not them that are going through your circle of flour. And we want to check and see if mom has come back and disturbed the flour. You can't sit there and watch them because a lot of times mom will not return if you are too close, especially if she's a true feral outside cat. You can set up a game camera or something inexpensive so that you can see if she's returned on that, because again, the best place for these kittens is always with their mom. Depending on their age, and we can give you some guidance for those specific situations if you call us, we will tell you how long they should remain out there safely without mom before you should intervene. And that is going to be based on their age and how often they need to eat. These guys are a little bit older, so a little more hardy now that our foster has been taking good care of them and getting them fat. As you see their little bellies here from all the good KMR that they've had. A lot of times people will also attempt to feed kittens because they're afraid that they are going to starve if they do not have their food on board. And so they'll go get a milk replacer, which is great. We always want milk replacer versus goat's milk or cow's milk, anything like that. It should be an actual kitten meal replacement that these kittens receive. However, there are some things that should be done before these kittens are fed, and one of those is to make sure that they're warm. If they are not warm, they are not going to tolerate the food. It could cause them to become sick. If you are feeding with the wrong nipple, it can also cause them to aspirate, which can lead to pneumonia for these little guys. And with no immune system, they will not survive that. So we always ask that if you don't know what you're doing, please bring them here or to another shelter that's close to you, or call and ask for advice, and we will give you our best so that you can do the same for them in return. Typically what we use here is the KMR, that is the preferred brand of our veterinarian, and we use Miracle nipples. Those, if you can see the difference in size, you might have to corral those babies now over something like this. It's a huge difference in size. A lot of people will cut these and it'll make the opening too large, and then again those kittens can aspirate. So we want to make sure that we're using an appropriate nipple size based on the mouth of the kitten. So there's lots of things to consider. We know that there's not a lot of experts out there on feeding these neonates, which is why we wanted to put something together to help you guys know what to do if you do find them. You know, it is scary when you find them out there, and it is one of those panic-inducing things. You want to get them to safety. You don't always know what to do, but that is why we are here, and we want you guys to call us to get that information so that we can give them the best chance at survival. And this is Katie. She's one of our neonate fosters. She has never said no to picking up kittens from us. So you've had these guys since day one. Since day one. Yeah. She's been responsible for getting them fattened up. And she can tell you a little bit about fostering these guys and what that entails once we've gotten them in and done their initial checkup. We never leave these guys in the shelter. We get them in, we weigh them, we potty them. We have to stimulate them to go to the bathroom since they do not know how to do that on their own at this age. And then we get them turned over and outside of the shelter.
Yeah, it is definitely not easy, but it is so rewarding. They get fed at their age every 2 hours. Now that they're about a week old, it's every 3. But it really depends on the kittens. Sometimes it's like 2.5. They will get sassy. This one hissed at me the first day because I woke her up too early. But they're good babies. Sometimes it is a struggle when they don't want to eat, especially when you do take them away from mom. It does happen where they don't want to eat, they don't want to act normal. So it is a little hard, but these these guys are doing really good.
And you covered how much time you're feeding them every 3 hours or so.
2 to 3 hours, day and night. So alarms all night long, day long. I do work from home, so it is easier for me to stop what I'm doing and feed them. And the process can be like 5-10 minutes. Sometimes it takes up to 30, depending on if they just want to sit there and suckle on the nipple or if they actually want to eat.
And then per kitten?
Per kitten.
Per kitten.
Usually the kittens are like anywhere between 2 minutes to 5 minutes, but sometimes you'll have a little extra on them. I do brush them with a toothbrush, and that helps stimulate them so that they think mama's licking them. And then obviously stimulate their bottom so they go potty, and then make sure everything does look good. As a foster, you kind of know the different colors, so you got to keep track of that. And then I let them walk around a little bit too, so they get a little exercise. I do that for a couple minutes, and then they go back in their carriers with their warmers, and they sleep, which is nice. It's pretty much eat, sleep, go potty, and same routine again every 2 hours.
It's a lot, so not for everybody, and so we're thankful that people like her exist to be able to help us with this. We wouldn't be able to take care of all the cats that we do here if we were sleepy from having to take care of these guys all night. So in her carrier, she has lots of layers of blankets, lots of things that they can suckle on if they need to suckle like they would on mom. Make little biscuits on them because they do that when they're this small. She's got artificial heartbeats in there that we get donated often to help them feel like they're with mom. They get stuffed animals, lots of things for them to feel the comforts of being with their mother.
And I promise you, it just ate. We just did a feeding 30 minutes ago.
You wake it, you feed it, right?
Yep.
So if you guys do have any questions, please give us a call. We'd be more than happy to get you that information to make sure that these guys are safe, happy, and healthy.